I'm here at Whole Foods where I save money every day with the Life app. And what's really cool is a tiny portion of my purchase goes to Bitcoin Ben. So to help spread adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So yeah, the Life app is amazing. I found out about it through Bitcoin Ben, and I save money with it every day. Check out the links below and how you can start saving money and also help spread awareness about Bitcoin. And also tonight, I'm super excited. Chris Brady is coming to Utah. He's going to be in Orem, Utah tonight. And Chris Brady is a New York Times best-selling author and one of the world's top leadership experts, and he is the CEO of Life, and he's coming to Utah tonight to give a presentation and talk about all the amazing new exciting things coming to the Life app. So yeah, check out the link below. Hope you all enjoy that because it's amazing. The travel, the deals on travel, the cash back at places like here at Whole Foods, and yeah, the education, the financial education, and that they're helping educate people about Bitcoin. So I love it. Check out the Life app. Links below. Thanks. Let's get started. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Evan with Lions, Bulls, and Bears, back for another episode of Crypto Courage. And I'm super excited. Today is January 29th, and here in Salt Lake City, which is where I live, is a Bitcoin meetup with Bitcoin Ben and Bix Weir at the Piper Down, which is an awesome bar here in town. And I'm super excited. I have a bunch of friends coming out. I'm excited to meet up with Bitcoin Ben and talk cryptocurrency and yeah, and have a good time and drink some beer. So I got my coffee for the day, just plastered up some flyers in some coffee shops. I love the coffee garden. This spot in town is the best. Anyway, yeah, see you guys at the meetup.
I'm going to do live here on my channel for about half hour, and I'm just going to rant, and I'm going to rave, and I'm going to bitch and complain. So my wife will be used to that, and then we're going to bring up Bix Weir, and me and him are going to rant and rave, and we're actually going to bitch and complain. And then we're going to take questions of you guys ranting and raving, and you guys can bitch and complain. So this is like a group therapy, and it's basically whenever you ask a question, you just say, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah. I'm recovering from the fiat system, and I need help." And that's what we're all here for. We're here to help each other, because I guarantee you guys, of course, somebody's sending me a text. Yeah, it's my business partner. Shut up and make money. I guarantee that you guys who have been to one of my meetups. Oh, there, how's that? All right, I guarantee that. Hello? This thing's goofy. Hang on one second, let me switch to another one. How's that? Which one's this one? This one's this one. All right. Oh, wait, wrong one. There we go. There we go. Wait, oh. I'll figure it out. There we go. All right. It's the reason that I'm actually doing these meetups, and I know that my friend Mr. Bix Weir also is push adoption. We gotta have something to run to as this all falls apart. We all know it's falling apart, especially if you watch Road to Ruda. Every day he's ready. Yeah. Freedom! Yeah, it's, we all know that, really. If I was live, I'd tell them to shut up. But we're all here because we know it's coming. We know that the end of the old system is near. That can has been kicked so many times. The can's getting tired of getting kicked. The can's like, I'm broken. I got nothing else. I'm not even a can. I'm a bottle top. I'm a piece of aluminum laying on the ground. And these meetups, the reason that I'm so passionate about doing them is it brings as many people who are you guys are the active players. You guys, there's lots of people who watch our shows, they listen, they nod, they got the bobblehead going, but you guys are the people that are the action people. Because you sit at home, you listen and go, you know, he's only 300 miles away. Let's drive on down and see him. You know, that's action. That's in your personality. And those are the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. Because everybody can talk except me. But very few people take action in life. They will bitch, they'll complain, they'll complain about the politicians, they'll complain about everybody. But then when it comes down to actually getting out there and doing something, they're sitting on the motherfucker.
You can shut that off, no play.
I know, I'm gonna have to quiet him down. There we go, silence mode. And, well, that's it. That's why I do what I do. So we got about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, then we'll go live. I'll rant and rave. We'll actually bring up Bix. He'll rant and rave. Then we'll take questions. And Bix is gonna rock out with some good old grandfather of crypto folk music. I call him grandfather because it's just fun, because he's got the gray really coming in nicely. But actually I do too. My wife was pointing out grays, and so I just countered back with pointing out wrinkles. My wife don't have wrinkles. So give us about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and we're gonna get up here and rock and roll. Do the right thing, and we're out there working, we're paying our bills, and yet we have a government who is printing away the value of every hour we work. So we're basically slaves to a printing press that some friggin' politician or some global entity has control over our lives, our labor. And the fact that they've got that control has led to the creation of cryptocurrencies. For the longest time, the only escape we had was gold and silver. And now, because of the electronic derivatives that I'm sure that my friend Mr. Bix Weir will kindly jump into, they have manipulated everything. They have manipulated it so much that even doing the right thing of holding an asset that is limited supply, that has value over time, they've robbed us of that. They've manipulated silver 100 years. That's 100 years of printing that is going to catch up and reevaluate into silver as this all goes to hell. And so silver, and although I'm a crypto guy, I still hold silver, is going to skyrocket when this all falls apart. Now, it's going to skyrocket in dollar value, but that's not going to do anything. That's not going to help you whenever your silver skyrockets and it's $800 or $900 an ounce. But then you go and you try and cash it in, and they're giving you a pile of fiat like you live in Venezuela, and you're carrying that fiat over to pay rent. Or you just offer them silver. Well, silver worked for the longest time, and so did gold. But in a global world that we live in, we all live in a global world, whether we want to admit it or not. Right now, there are people out there watching my show that are in England, they're in Germany, they're in Australia, and exchanging value with them in a global economy using gold and silver would require the creation of a derivative, an electronic derivative of gold and silver, which puts you in the same place you're at now. You have to trust the people that control the derivative. And that's not going to work for commerce. Now, silver, that's why I hold more silver than I do gold. Because silver value in the economy is only going up. They have medications, they have electronics. If you have a cell phone, there's silver, there's gold in cell phones. There's these precious metals have value. But in my opinion, and it could be crap for all I know, in a global economy, gold and silver are going to be used as a production metal, and they'll have tremendous value as a production metal. But as for exchange of value and shopping and global commerce, it's going to be cryptocurrency. Because now initially, like every other friggin' currency that's ever existed, the government or the church of the old days, they're going to want to control the cryptocurrency world using their little cryptocurrencies, which won't be cryptocurrency. They'll just be able to print out more and more electronic coins. That doesn't solve the issue of printing. That's the problem, is the devaluing of our labor.
I can do it with that. Perfect. Thank you, Jen. Give her a hand, huh? So yeah, I'm an ex-banker. I retired about 10 years now, maybe something like that. 8-10 years. I discovered what was going on in banking, which is you didn't need to be in a bank to understand what was going on. As a matter of fact, I I would say 99.9% of the people who work for banks don't understand what banking is, what fiat money is, how they can create money out of thin air, how they do it and don't tell us about it. If you listen to Catherine Austin Fitz, $21 trillion has been created that nobody accounted for. Where is it? Where'd it go? And does it even matter? When you have fiat money that is controlled by human beings, what's the first thing they're going to do? If you owned a printing press and everybody accepted your money no matter what, wouldn't you print as much money as possible and hide it the best you could? That is exactly what the U.S. government has been doing since 1913. We print a lot more than they tell us. We don't have a national debt of 22 trillion like they say. Our national debt is infinity. We've created infinity money. We just don't tell anybody about it.
Ask one of the guys that work in it. He worked in banking for 20 years. He knows the manipulation. He knows the system. That was his business. You know, if you're a roofer, there's not many roofs you can't walk on and go, there, 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 and there. That's a problem. Well, he lived it, he did it. And when you hear him talk, although you may not specifically know exactly like what a derivative is, or you hear him talk about it, and you know that, all right, this guy knows his shit, you know, and that's, I love watching your shows. Your shows like one of my first go-tos every morning, and well, once I drink coffee, but it's shows like mine, shows like his, and we have other people here who also have shows, and you know, that's education's the key. All right, guys, let's actually take questions. Anyone got any questions about anything?
Litecoin is the right coin. Or you could talk an hour on stage about how great Litecoin is, or you could just write it down in a 3-minute song. I went for the song. Yeah, the crypto love, I don't know what to do. Where to put your money down, roll the boss for you. Well, they sold you on shores, afraid you're gonna lose. Go on a platform, you know you gotta choose. And with the bankers out to get you, they're kind of so deranged. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. But Charlie is the man, the one that you can trust. The nicest guy in crypto. Oh, well, that's a must. Well, he sold all of his Litecoin, donation to the cause. He still works his ass off, fixing all the flaws. You know, Charlie's got a plan, the bankers can't be changed. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Well, Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. Can't buy a cup of coffee, lightning is the rain. My bank is on my cell phone, I'm walking in his store. I scan the code, no time to load, I'm walking out the door. And if the crypto's got a purpose, everything's about to change. Litecoin is the right one as a means of exchange. So bad, it's always way too slow. Give me the confirmation, where did the core depth go? Well, we're heading down south, taste freedom in our mouth, shedding silly roads from government tools. From everywhere we come, it don't matter where you're from, by land or sea or air, fuck the borders, we don't care. We're fighting for our lives, for our freedom in the sun. Everybody's singing Acapulco, here we come. Acapulco, here we come, Acapulco, here we come. Gonna rise against man, gonna tear down what we do. It's the way our life should be, it's the way we should be free. In Acapulco, here we come, Acapulco, here we come. Wanna change the world, hop on the train and run. Everybody's singing Acapulco, here we come. about a week and maybe longer if you're free, because the rules are thrown away. Day is night and night is day, and the only thing they ask is everyone has to be the way you'll be when your life is truly free. Going crazy all day and all night till we're gone. Everybody's singing knock a popo, here we come. Here we come, gonna rise against the man, gonna tear down what we can. It's the way, and I should be, it's the way we should be free. And knock a football, here we go, knock a football, here we go. You wanna change the world, hop on the train and run. Everybody singing, knock a football, here we come. Straight sound. That's my Johnny Cash. So I wrote a song about our little friend right over here, Bitcoin Ben. He's in it along with a couple other people who are doing exactly what we're doing here. I call us crypto warriors. We're out fighting for something that can change the lives of everybody in the world. This is not a little deal. When you hear Steve Mnuchin say it's only drug dealers and money launderers who use cryptocurrencies, he's lying for the bad guys. He's a skull and bones guy who's lying for the bad guys. It makes me so angry every time I hear that. Yes, in a free world, people use free currency to do good stuff and bad stuff. You want to know who the biggest problem is with drug dealing and money laundering is? The United States government and the U.S. banking system. Hundreds of trillions of dollars has been laundered through that system, whereas a tiny fraction has been laundered through Bitcoin. If you want to know who the real criminals are, look at Steve Mnuchin and his friends at the Fed. You want to stop drug dealing? Stop the Fed. Anyway, on that note, this is called The Way of the Crypto Warrior. And my little friend Bitcoin Ben, you'll hear about J-Snip4, another little friend. Now Ben's like twice my size, maybe 3 times if you count his hands. Have you ever seen how big his hands are? You know what they say about men with big hands? I don't, Amy, tell us what they say about men with big hands. I got a little baby hands, sorry. Sorry, honey. Well, you start with Bitcoin, then you know nothing. You make your first wallet, and then you think you got something. Secure your private keys if you don't, all your coins will be gone. Now you're a coiner and it's time to learn all. Make it at the social net, the cryptos are hard. But you gotta get your feet wet, you gotta get your mindset to change. The way of the crypto warrior, changing our world day by day. Way of the crypto warriors, we can't rely on the bank, there's no way. Way of the crypto warriors, after all the crazy politics fade away, if you got something to say, live a crypto warrior way.